are on the way to save the FRS. If you guys missed the previous video, we ran into a problem after the Vortex supercharger install. So we went on a test drive. If you guys want to check it out, I highly recommend to watch that video to see actually what happened. But in simpler terms, we went out on a test drive after we finished installing it, and it was completely my fault. The seals for the injectors weren't sitting flush, so it was leaking a lot of fuel out of the injectors. Injector 3, the seal was like crooked, so fuel was just coming out of there. And actually in injector 1, I forgot to put a seal. So yeah, in simple terms, that happened. We pulled over, we fixed the whole seal problem. We put the seal on injector 1, and we fixed the seal on injector 3. After that, the car wouldn't start whatsoever, and we didn't know why. So we pretty much left the car there overnight. And the night after that, so the next night, I tried to start it again just to see if it would start, because my assumption was that like the motor was full of fuel and that the spark plugs are like drenched in fuel. So I let it sit overnight with the possibility of it drying up, if that's even like possible, and it actually worked. So it started, but it would die right after, so it wouldn't stay on, and that's pretty much where we have left off right now. So it starts, but it doesn't stay on. So I'm actually just gonna get it towed to the house, just because I don't want it sitting here for a longer period of time, because it's already been here for like 2 days. And then we'll go ahead and diagnose the car more and hopefully get it to run perfect. That is so weird. I haven't seen my car in a tow truck in years. So weird. Damn, it's just scary to look at, just being on the tow truck. Alright, we're good to go, guys. It's all strapped up now. I'm gonna take it back to the house. Hopefully we can get this thing running and fixed. I haven't seen the FRS on a tow truck in years. The last time I've seen it on a tow truck, that was way back. Like, I was stock body. It was back when I broke an axle. That was the last time it's been on a tow truck. I think that was the only time it's been on a tow truck. It looks so depressing seeing the car on the back. Still looks good though. Car still looks good. We got the car back in the garage now, as you guys saw in the previous clips. Now, I'm really confident I can get the car to start today. I already have an idea. I was told by my tuner that there is this one thing that you need to do in order to make the car start that a lot of people don't really know. It's kind of a silly mistake. Like, when this all went down, when I broke down, covers that cover the fuel rails on the passenger side and on the driver's side. What I'm talking about are these like metal plates. They're just simply covers that cover this fuel rail. With the passenger side, the ECU, which is right here, is bolted up to that plate. What I didn't know is that is actually a ground. So I actually had those covers on when I first started the car, when it first started in the driveway. Then we took it out on a test drive, and then the whole thing went down. The car broke down and started leaking fuel. So in order to fix the whole injector issue, we had to take the covers off. Then we fixed the issue, but then I never put the covers back on because just in case, like, I wanted to like inspect the car just to see if like any more fuel is leaking. So I never put those covers back on the car. I always just had the ECU just hanging right here. And as you guys saw, I couldn't start the car. So today we're gonna put those fuel covers back on, but I'm gonna have to do a little bit of trimming on the covers. I'm gonna have to cut a little bit of the side because it is pretty common that these connectors for the injectors, for the DW injectors, they stick out too far and they tend to rub against the cover and cause issues with the connections because it pretty much like rubs up against the wire. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna trim these up a little bit and bolt it back up to the car, ground the ECU, and fingers crossed the car will start perfectly fine. I'm really confident that that is the only issue right now because the car starts, like it starts, it fires up now. It's just, it won't stay on. So I have a feeling that ground is literally what is the only thing that's keeping it from staying on. So let's just get right into it. Perfect. That literally came out perfect. As you can see, they fit right under. It's kind of blurry. So they're not rubbing. See, before the metal used to be like all the way down here, and those plastic pieces would rub against it. So that should work fine. It literally sits flush against the mounts. So let's go ahead and bolt this thing up. Another issue. As you can see, the injector connector sticks out right here. So, or whenever I try to bolt the ECU up, it literally blocks me from putting it flush against this right here. So I don't know how we're gonna do that. I'm not able to rotate it anywhere because it's already rubbing on the inside on the fuel rail, so it's not like I can rotate it around. All right, so I took off the hard connector for this cylinder right here. So what I'm actually gonna do, this is literally my only option right now. So I'm actually gonna use one of the harnesses that DW supplied, the ones that they recommended not to use, but I honestly have no option than to run it on this one. Because if I have a wire here, it would be able to, you know, it'd make more room versus having this hard connector that you can't bend or like move anywhere. So I'm actually just gonna put this one back like that, and then connect this. Kind of hard with one hand. So now with these connected, I can, you know, move it out of the way. So let's try this right here. As you can see, with this cover on, we can move the wire along here, so we have plenty of room to bolt the ECU up. So hopefully this works. Oh my gosh. This is literally the moment of truth right here. So we have the cover and the ECU grounded to the car. Oh, you guys don't know how nervous I am right now. Oh my gosh, dude, I'm so freaking nervous right now. Roll it out, because if it does start, it's gonna be way too loud in here. Roll it out of the garage. All right, it's the moment of truth right here. All right. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Dude, it worked! Oh my gosh, dude. Let's freaking go. Let's go! Oh my god. Let's go. You don't understand like how freaking stressful and like overwhelming it has been like the past few days, like not getting this car to start. Like, oh my gosh, dude, I literally cannot believe it. I'm so happy that this thing starts now. Like, you don't even know. Alright guys, so some days have gone by now since the last clips that you guys just saw, and the car runs, the car drives. I'm literally about to drive it right now, or I've been driving it for like the past few days or so, but I haven't pushed it yet. I haven't stepped on it whatsoever. I believe it's safe to drive right now because I am on a Flash and Go tune right now from Delicious Tuning, but I believe it's recommended to get, you know, some data logs in, so that's why I haven't, you know, like full throttled it and just like went absolutely crazy with it, because I still have to get those data logs in and get it tuned for E85 and all that stuff, and really push out some like good power. But it already feels good so far. It feels amazing. It's so loud, you guys probably can barely hear me. It's just so nice to finally be able to drive the car. When I do downshift, it kind of like, it doesn't really cut off, I should say. But it doesn't feel smooth with the downshift. So maybe doing a spark plug change is gonna fix that, hopefully. While I do the spark plugs, I'm gonna go ahead and swap out the coil packs as well. Might as well, since I'm down there already. But yeah, I'm honestly super stoked with, you know, the car being able to drive now. But yeah, anyways, that's gonna do it for today's video. Huge thumbs up for getting the car back up and running again. You know, luckily it wasn't anything too crazy. It was honestly just such a silly mistake of mine, just as simple as a ground wire. We still got a ton of things left to do to the FRS. I really want to look into, like, you know, some cooling systems, so like an oil cooler. I might look into getting a bigger oil pan, and also some like catch cans, you know, just some other small stuff to add to the car just to be extra safe. And also, number one reason why I bought this kit was for the blow-off noise, which I've yet to buy for this car. Maybe tomorrow. I'm actually going to call up Vortec and see if I can place an order for a max flow race blow-off valve. So that's the blow-off valve that makes like the crazy whooshing noises and blow-off noise. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and grab something to eat right now. I'm honestly super hungry. Thank you so much if you made it this far in the video. Peace out, and I hope you all have a good one today. Actually, wait, hold on. I'm gonna give you guys a little sneak peek for the viewers that are still watching right now. The backfires that Delicious Tuning makes are insane.